that is. Yeah, one time for the cabbage patch, y'all. It's crazy. Come here, baby. Come here, baby. All right. Here, man. Uh-oh. I'll give y'all some time to take a sip of this little water. Mix with some electrolytes. Oh, y'all jumping in front of the camera now. Because they know my attention over there. Let me go on. I'm talking about this multi-orgasmic creature, yo. This multi-orgasmic creature. This multi-orgasmic creature, please. The woman. Okay, watch out, hold fast. Almost. I'm finna jump on camera, King. Let me throw this over here for y'all. Get everybody situated real fast. Because everybody think that, man, sex is about, man. It's like, what I'm saying, he's supposed to come with her and, come and hit her off and make her bang her real good, and he comes and he's done. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is, really, but, it's a little bit deeper than that. We're getting deeper now. We're getting deeper. What's up, Blanche? Here you go, baby. You can see Blanche. She getting her feathers back, y'all. She getting her feathers back, y'all. Come on. So, a lot of people having a hard time, with this multi-orgasmic creature. They want to control this multi-orgasmic creature, something that's outside of themselves. I'm talking about men. Even some women. You see some butches that want to control a woman, another woman, and they don't know about how to go about doing so. You know what I mean? These creatures, you can say, it's very intuitive, yo. And what men don't understand is that they think that they just can get the baddest broad in the land and everything will be straight, They can actually, bang the girl and get her to do whatever they want her to do. Meanwhile, she didn't have an orgasm. And we're basically all broken on cluster B personality. Come on, y'all. Let me get y'all situated. Alright? We're gonna get a little deeper when we're dealing with the self-equality, because this is why we shouldn't be having sex regularly like this. And why we started so early. Look at one. He just walked behind the camera. He was already about to plot to knock it over. See, look. He know how to push the buttons and everything. It's crazy. They over here walking behind. They all got different personalities, right? So anyways, though, the main reasons why we shouldn't be overly having sex in the first place, we don't understand on how to make a woman have an orgasm properly. And I'm not talking about just straight up with a divine eye, which is your going into her, you know what I'm saying, and just going in, damn, you know what I'm saying, and thinking that it's about being a jackhammer, and it's hard and stuff like that, because she feels so soft and cushiony, thinking that it's about that, and it's really not. And she like you, and she's not used to having orgasms, she'll start having sex with herself. That's when they be like, yo, go fuck yourself. And hence you won't even know what to do, and took your time out to, to grow and actually take time to actually give her these orgasms. We got the B, we got Most High, we got the Dubs, we got people, and we got this daggone super ripe. And look how ripe this joint is right here. It's turning red right there. I'm gonna eat that. I like this one right here. This is super. Yo, shout out to Charlie. What's happening, Charlie? What's going on? Taylor, what's good? What's good? Hey, Efrek, I hope I said blessings, peace and blessings. I'm glad y'all here, because we're talking about some good sacred energy exchange here, man. So we can actually bang the women right, and we can get them back the way we want to. I'm talking about with all coaches, It doesn't necessarily mean about, the size and the da-da-da-da. Remember, they're catering to your lower self, man. You got two sides. Your higher self can have sex very good, dude. You know what I'm saying? You can work with whatever you got, except, certain ways. But you got to use certain techniques. She's a multi-orgasmic creature, G. It means that you have to take time out. And if you're low in your light, you're not gonna wanna take the time out, use the time it takes to actually, you know what I'm saying, get her to have these back-to-back orgasms that is fun now. When you start seeing her boom, 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 triple orgasm, like I'm talking about within 30 seconds to a minute and a half, that's when it starts getting fun, because it's a certain thing you can do. You start switching it up. It's like a video game. But when our minds is on video games, we won't play with our natural organic video game that the Most High has given us. Hence, you know, our women, which have cluster B personality, most of them borderline, men too, we just tend to ignore our higher self and our kundalini, because when you get higher in the kundalini, you can want to make love, you want to kiss on a woman, you damn shit. I came from the time where we tongue kiss each other and shit, you know what I mean? Tongue kissing was like this shit. That was like, you know, raunchy, you know? You tongue kiss a girl. Now I don't think you do that no more. I think you just go right to the ass now, shit. Hey, I understand. Most I made me that way. Thuggy Dub, come on. You know what I'm saying? You know I got you, Thuggy Dub. It says, so yeah, you know, that's how pretty much it is. But we're gonna jump into the game a little bit, give them a little preview, man, because this is how we gotta get it down, so you'll be able to have these multi-orgasmic experiences with these females. They have it. It ain't about you being having this multi-orgasmic experience. You don't want to be getting licked like a bitch with two bitches licking on your nipples and shit like that. No, you don't. As you grow, you don't want that as a man. You know what I'm saying? When you grow, you wanna do this to her. You'll be able to find the type of women, whatever woman, if you like just going to different type of chicks, you know what I'm saying? She'll gaslight onto you the type of shit, or project onto you the type of stuff that she wants to be done to her. You can just feel it without her even speaking. But to get her to do it, you're gonna have to give her multi-orgasms, man. And this is where we come in at with the A spots, the C spots, and the G spots, you know what I'm saying? As far as like on her little JJ, all right? So just starting off with the outside, the clitoris, man. Take some notes right here, because you could try this if you got a chick right now. She would be like, if you're not gross with you know, actually having oral on her power you, then this is definitely good. If you don't want to do it, if she's with, you know, machines and stuff like that, you can do that too. But if you're doing it organically, this right here is to start the game on it. This is get it into motion, dude. And you want to be in control, because right now she's the one. She's having orgasms. She's a soul sucker. She understands that, you know, getting to actually, you're supposed to give it to her willingly, but when she gets it from you, like, she's actually taken from you. You got some that are sluts. They understand how to do this. A cluster B personality, G. You know what I'm saying? As far as like when a man, when he gets low in his light, he's not valuing that light, so he doesn't know how to, you know what I'm saying, be pimping with his shit pretty much, and not just, you know what I'm saying, throw his shit away every time. I gotta keep it real like that. I can't, you know, when the word comes, it's just gonna come. You know what I mean? So basically, you know, starting off, you have a joint, it's called 10 to 2. I ain't got no board, but it's 10 to 2. If you got a little clinic, she got this little thing back, you gotta take time to look at it. That's why you can't have the lights off and shit. But especially with today's shit going on, man, you got trainings and everything, P. So this is for those who's already in the game, who knows how to do what it do, you know? Remember, she's a multi-orgasmic creature. You got to make her have orgasms from her different orgasmic zones, all right? If you get to this far, if you're not like, you know, you just want to jump into the game, you know? Anyhow, though, boom. You got it, boom, this little hoof. It's a little thing that's covering her up right there, P. And when it's covering her up, you have to kind of pull that back to get it aroused. And when she's aroused already, it'll kind of poke out a little bit. Now, if it's a circle, you know, of course, you know, just imagine like it's a circle, like a clock. 10 to 2, which is like 10 to 2 on the wheel. Well, if this is my 10 over here, whichever way y'all see it, this would be 2 over here. This is one of her sensitive spots right here. It's like under your, like in your shaft, you have a sensitive spot too. And she kind of learns that. Where besides you just looking at it with the sight of looking down and having her looking up in your face and shit like that, you know, that's when, you know, she can really kill you, because it's vision with the man, but with the Mormon, it's more feeling. So if you're good and you're patient, then you can get her going just like this. So you start it off, you give her at least 3 to 1, G. Not no just one and we just came together and that's just one time. for me and you. No, she beat you at that point. If it's like a fight, she beat you, right? So you don't want it to beat you. You over here, I'm over here, man. We're like 11-time world champion and 8 different weight classes over here, man. I done fought all kind of champions. It was 2-time world champions, 6-time world champions. I'm talking about in the sex game and shit. And they mentally sharp too, you know what I'm saying? Because they be trying to put it on you. So it's the same difference, you know what I mean? And now you're dealing with spell work and all of that shit, because that's really dealing with your kundalini energy, your semen work. And these women, they know how to use it on you, man. So it's very important to get her to have these orgasms and break her down as much as possible. So that shit won't happen. But until then, she's already coming in the game with putting some shit on your ass, lighting the candle and putting it up in the corner on your motherfucking ass. You don't even know. This is these new age bitches, all right? So anyhow, to break it down, without you even having to bust nothing, you can still keep your light. You haven't invested nothing in them. Boom, you're checking out the whole. I got little people crowding around. I've seen you looking over here like, boom, I got the birds all over. But you're going back into the clip now. You're seeing the 10 to 2, boom. You're hitting that off. There's certain ways to do it. If you're an oral fixation guy, that's great. You're a lady up in here and you're trying to get it in with a lady, other lady on it. Hey, that's cool too, because you can get it in. I know you use man toys, so I know you still like a little, yeah. So anyhow, boom, you're hitting that little spot, that 10-2, this 10-2, boom, boom, boom. Over here, you're hitting that spot real good. Some of them is a little different, but you'll find it is really close. Once you see it, because they won't let you know so much, you gotta read them, because they're so secretive. They don't want to let you know that you're about to gain control of their motherfucking essence, all right? So once you get it going, it's popping, G. After that, you may have some crazy shit going on after that, you know what I mean? So I'm just letting you know this is what's gonna happen. So you want to get 3 to 1, especially before you even go in. And you want to get a nice amount of them if you're a brother on the inside, but we're not even gonna get to that right now. We're still on the outside. Boom, we're hitting it, boom, boom, boom. Now you're seeing, you're pulling it back a little bit so you can get the exposure. She's actually holding it now. She feels like a G. She's holding it back now. Like, hold it back for me, baby. She's holding that mug back, and now she ain't got control. Now you gotta hold it up a little bit, because you controlling everything now. She's about to let it happen, because now she's losing control. Some of them are strong. They don't want to let it happen because they never experienced it, so they feel like they'll lose control. They'd rather develop this subconscious defense that they'd rather have the man to come versus them now. And unless he's actually hitting it on the inside, and then she's like mad, you know what I'm saying? But if it's like on the outside, she's like, oh, don't worry about it, you know what I'm saying? Because this is a whole nother button to get the inside game popping, right? And so this is why you can't, you know what I'm saying, finger a girl all extra too, like this, yeah, because you got to know the spots. It's on the inside. But anyhow, sticking on the outside, boom. When she get to that spot, when she get to that point, she's boom, 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 boom. Ah, remember, 10 to 2. Hitting that spot, got a crowd coming up. A lady and her dude and shit. They just easing closer and shit. Anyhow, so you get in that spot, boom, boom, she boom. Yo, don't stop, all right? This is where the magic begins. You think it's like, oh, she got hers. Now I can drink mine. No. This is where the magic begins. You may not even have to have sex with her that many times, depending on the type of horniness you got with your chick, or what she got, you know what I'm saying, or whatever you got with your libido. And so, boom, now you hit the same spot, but with a different technique now. This technique could be a little harder. Remember, a woman, she has an actual power use, a pussy. She can actually put damage to that motherfucker. You can actually get your shits off on it, but you gotta know how to do it and where to punch and shit. You know, other than that, you just be hitting and causing pain. Nobody want pain. You think pain is good because they say size matter. No, it's just the stroke and the actually moving and the actual what Most High gave you with the vortex and current. All right, y'all. I hear y'all. I feel y'all. All right, y'all. Got this more coming up. So anyhow, once that happens, boom, second orgasm in the game. Boom, you about to get ready to get the second one. You're changing the mood up a little bit. Now when you change this mood up, this is super zillion dollar game, for real, for sure. You know what I mean? Because where we kind of fumble at, because we think it's all about us and getting head. It looks good, and she'll play that role, look all good, put on motherfucking pumps and everything, and have her ass half hanging out and everything. Remember, she's got her face in between your waist. You know what I'm saying? Face in between a man's ass, nigga, type shit. She like the balls and all that shit. We all know as men, that's a nasty thing to do. So for as another man that want to do that shit, they know it's a taboo. But naturally, we like, bitch, how the fuck did you do that? That's nasty. Man, no matter how you motherfucking shave it up or whatever, it's like, damn, the chick can still do it. You gotta understand this. So with you being able to master her on this, it's all good. You kind of feeding her ego, but at the same time, you're building you're building everything up, your energy up within yourself. You're not investing all your light in her, like busting nuts right away and shit. Now she's like, her ego's building up and her confidence depending on who she is. If her ego's building up, then you're about to shatter it later on because you didn't invest that much, you didn't invest no heat, light, and energy from your semen. You know what I'm saying? Up into her like that. Like most niggas have and shit. That's what make them chase her shit because he's always on his lowest chakra. And so anyhow though, boom. Second one, boom, and you're doing a little harder lip, a little harder thrust. Boom. That's what your lips. It's not about the sight for her unless she's like a dude type of girl. So basically, boom, you're hitting a little harder on the side, but you gotta go. She's lost control now at this point. Now she's about to lose control because she's about to get another one. And you haven't even did anything with no insertions. Watch out, B. Oh, pardon, sir. B, that's the most high. That's a high vibratorial thing. That's a black B. You know what I'm saying? Black bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Shout out to y'all, man, for being up in the game. You know what I'm saying? Hey, this is what do you have for breakfast? You know what I'm saying? That's how it is. My brother said, you know. So, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna get more intricate in there, so we'll be like, yo, this is what's gonna happen. So anyhow, boom, the second one, she's about to get it. Now she's with the whole finger thing, she's usually not with that shit because people or men don't know what to do with their fingers. They come in and it's all rough and shit, big thick ass knuckles and shit. They've been picking up fucking cement and mixing mortar all day. You know what I mean? They don't want to feel all that shit. So it's a certain way to go about doing it. You know what I'm saying? Now certain wisdoms, females, they can be a 2-finger or a 1-finger or a fucking pinky. I had a chick, I couldn't believe it. Her ass was so fat, but she was a pinky one. I was like, goddamn. And she was so shaped like a little, what's it called that? What back in the 90s, Lisa Perez, something like that. So, anyways, there's different kinds. You know what I'm saying? So with each one, you got to figure out what it is. And so when you insert that joint in, hold on, I gotta let the little crowd go past because that's what's happening. We're attracting the energy and shit. We got the birds around, so you know that's gonna do. Okay, back into this X-rated game we're talking about here. Cool. So if she's like a 1-finger, a 2-finger, most chicks, you know, they're 2-finger shit. You know what I'm saying? But if you get a 1-finger, hey, great for you, bro. But the 2-finger method to come hither never fails. Now this is when you're getting into the video game now. Now. Boom, she done already came from the whoop whoop. The sun. Now you put the 2-finger in. You don't have to go too far. You see how this is the power you. You go in, boom, you stop right there. You're gonna feel these little, I gotta turn my fingers around. You're gonna feel these little muscles that she got right there. It's like they filled up like with blood. They're like little bitty blood sacks or ripples and shit. That's her Jesus. If you didn't know, now you know. You know what I'm saying? That's the one we need to be experimenting with. She'll allow you to experiment with it if you're willing to master it. You having that discipline. You got that discipline, and she see it in you already living your life. She'll give you the opportunity to see if you're a master. Because normally with sex, the next mate is always better, especially with the man. Sometimes with the women, she can go back a little bit because she can get deceived off looks. You know what I'm saying? And then her heart can fuck her up. You know? So anyhow though, I'm about to let them go. So anyhow, so this is where the 2 fingers joint comes in at. Boom. If that's in there, you don't have to move anything. Yeah, you can just hold it like a little piece of fruit. Like you just pull back like that. You see my hand? Boom, people coming up and see me doing 2 fingers and shit, so they know he's doing something. So, they're like, what is it? They getting close to it at the moment. She's like, this looks interesting. You're like, he's doing something. So anyhow though, put those 2 joints in there, boom. Now you're back on the clit again, right? So you're not really moving this too tough. As long as you feel where that little spongy spot is, stop right there and put a little pressure. You think, oh, you gotta be soft because there's a lady. And I was like, no, Most High made her where you can pound that shit right in the right place. You know what I mean? Remember, whole babies come out this thing. You gotta understand this, all right? It goes through it's made to go through some pounding, all right? And so, when you're in the right spot, you just hold a little pressure. It's a little pressure. You're in there, boom. As soon as you got that pressure in there, you're on the actual picture. Everything exposed. This is how you have to do these. You have to break her down, man. You can't just jump into the game and think you're not gonna do these things. You know what I mean? You gotta do these things. And so, boom, you break her down, you start whoop, you actually do it's a technique. Yeah. We're gonna name it on when I do the members joint, but it's a suction cup type technique on the actual 10-2 clitoris, right? The clitoris. And so basically, that 10-2 spot, you're kind of focusing on that with your tongue and you're pulling, you know what I'm saying, at the same time. This is why they made machines that they have a pulling machine on the power use clip. You know what I mean? They can pull off. They mimicking what you can do. Like pull that bitch right on up out of that bitch. Some chicks may know what the hell I'm talking about. I'm attracting other females. Vibe is high, man. You know what I'm saying? We out here talking about sex, and we kundalini, and we celebrating sex, and we get to see tension and the light and all that. Oh man, it's crazy. And we got the birds around here. They over here like, hey, they over here vouching and shit. You can hear them in the background. It's a whole bunch of them. I don't want to move the phone. So, anyhow, boom. So, that's the third one, right? This is where it gets fun, G. Because you ain't even used your divine eye yet. I'm pretty sure you're hard by this point. And if you ain't, we're going to talk about how to train it to make sure that it's on command at this point. Because you ain't even got to worry about it. You'll know exactly when. But you need to at least give her about 3 different joints. Now, this fourth one, though, this is optional before you go in. This is very optional because she's super ready. She should damn near tell you when she's ready. Sometimes she'll tell you prematurely because she's not used to having these orgasms and shit. But if you change it up, she'll get used to it and take those ones too. And the divine eye wants to go in. Remember, your finger is still on the woo. So you're holding it like this. Now you're starting to apply the pressure. Bah, bah, bah. Everything changes up right there. It's like a little hook. Oh, she feels that inside. She's like, oh shit. But you're on the outside also. The same techniques we just did in the 3, we start over again and do it from the first with the light links. While this is happening, she's she's about to start erupting, G. And then the second one, boom, and then it's up, boom. Next thing you know, you about to jump your joint up in there. She got a fat ass booty and you ain't got no problem with, you know what I'm saying, giving her the right thing that she's supposed to be getting and shit because she got a fat booty. Remember, you know what I'm saying? With men, black men, we used to never go as low as we got to this point. And we're rising back up, but you know what I'm saying? We weren't as low. It's because we started experiencing other sexual partners outside of our race and shit, which Most High punished us on that shit because you started taking on their demons and shit like that. You had to get a little spiritual on you real quick. You know what I'm saying? So I won't go all the way X-rated. But we got low, so pretty much, you know, certain things require certain habits and low vibratorial, you know, expressions. So anyhow, though, now when you're getting back in the game, you're honoring your woman, you know what I'm saying, you can understand you can do these things, you know what I'm saying, to her, and she'll appreciate it. So you won't be able to have to keep up with like someone who's like a slut or a hoe type shit. We all know the difference. We say hoe, whore, slut, whatever. The slut is it's something else, I'll tell you that much. You know what I mean? But sometimes slut don't even know that they're a slut. It's all dealing with the cluster B personality disorder, you know, and what it is. And that's what they be trying to expose. It's a lower self thing. If you go low, then you want to come back up high. Sometimes some people get stuck in the low. So anyhow, though, but with this is cool because she want to go through all of this. You know what I mean? She want to actually have multi-orgasms. She heard she could, but she just doesn't know, and she's not comfortable with the right person. So she don't want to just a cerebral narc to come in and pimp her out in their mental and shit. Remember, we're talking about this stuff right here. You know what I'm saying? We got the cluster B personality to link it together. You know, this is all shown in the porn, but you don't see it in that aspect until you kind of start putting it together with the differences of like the personalities. Like, oh, this is a psychopathic motherfucker, or this is a narcissistic. He does this and this. They all have their own ways, you know, or they have adaptable ways of how they can express this, or whether they can be submissive or dominant type shit. Anyhow, though, back into the game with this orgasm or multi-orgasmic creature that we're dealing with. I got this Caucasian down here. Thanks for all those who jumping into the game, you know what I'm saying? He said, you know you're he said, I thought he said, you know you're I'm like, yeah, you know already and shit. Oh, we got people that just got that look on their face when they coming towards you. They do a beeline towards your ass that look like it's like they directly towards my ass right now. So that's all good though. So anyway, so we're gonna jump into this. So boom, we done did all that, right? So if you're already cool, you was cool with eating the ass and all that shit, that right there starts it off before you even hit the power U. You know what I'm saying? Which is the, you know, everything I just named in order. You know, so if you with the ass, you ain't got to do much. It's just, it's actually a aphrodisiac for your ass and shit. Just to add, it's a taboo, a natural taboo that the Most High is giving you for a woman. You know what I mean? Not any ass, it's a woman's ass, because it comes with the pussy ass, with the pussy and the ass. You put it together, it's called pussy ass. All right? So that right there alone to get your divine eye right, if you're just not afraid of that. So, you know, it's like going into your lower self when you're having self-equality and sex. It's like, you know what I mean? You're a supernatural being, but you're in your low self and your animal being, your animalistic nature, your while you know, in your earthly nature and shit. And so y'all get to express this in that communication, which is cool. You know what I mean? Depending on who you're expressing that energy with. Oh, boy, y'all in the game, boy. Y'all in it. I mean, y'all never talk this much. Boy, what's up? Hey, what's up? It's the Golden Girls over here. And so yeah, boom. So once that, you know, if you're cool with that, that's how you start the game off. Like, boom. If sometimes if you just a one-nighter, that can go down. But if you love your girl, you know what I'm saying, you pretty much already did the whole starting from the kissing all the way to whatever and shit, the processes. But if it's just like a girl, you kind of just start off eating the ass, she probably ain't gonna even want to kiss you anyway and shit, because her ego's already so big that she might want to go find somebody else if she's narcissistic or dealing with that cluster B. So that's what you're kind of dealing with. So if you're just expressing this and learning and training, this is the gym, that's the type of shit you learn. This is what you learn. This is how you can express these on these type of chicks that basically is out to hurt your ass anyways. So just learn not to invest your heart of gold into the game, you know what I'm saying, as much. That's all. So anyhow, boom. Hitting that off, boom. So that's how you get it basically watery. She's gonna be already dripping wet. I mean moist enough. She got a different type of moist. This, when you want the whole squirting, everybody think, oh, squirting is not real. No, this shit is real, G. You know what I'm saying? You actually, she's on the right foods and everything, the diet. I done already had few wisdoms, man. Then changed up their diets, drink waters, and they see before you know it, their orgasms are stronger and harder and everything. The power you has a grip of like a killer grip if you feel it on your hand. A backhand thing. It's like it's finna crush your shit. That's how hard the power you is, you know what I'm saying? They damn near, and they're doing Kegels and shit, getting stronger, and, you know what I'm saying? They actually value their power you. That's even better, you know what I'm saying? But if you're just trying this on loose lips and shit, then, you know what I'm saying? No power to you. But if you're doing this with the right woman that you can just actually experiment with, it's even better, you know? Especially you taking your natural herbs and you banging it out, you know what I mean? You can get advanced and do what it do. But this is where fun comes in at. She's already done came about 3 to 6 times already now. You ain't even hit your divine eye, and then before you even ended up in there, boom, she got this spot called the C spot. Now we on the C. I wish I had the letters up. Now we on the C. We started off with the outside. We went on to the G, which is the inside with that little whoop whoop whoop. You just boom, put a little pressure to it. Now you're on the C spot. She's already going. She's already going now. The C spot is right outside where she actually urinates and shit. You know what I'm saying? That shit is swole right now at this point. At this point, it's filled up with blood. She's so goddamn sensitive. Just all you gotta do before you even put it up in the moon. You seen them in the porn, but you don't know what the fuck they was doing. But this is what they was doing. You take your divine eye, you already got it nice filled up and heavy and shit. You done gripped it up real nice and it's full of blood. And you just slap it right on the C spot, which is right there above the actual hole, but right under the clit. Boom. Pow, pow, pow. That right there alone, you get to hitting that joint, man. I'm talking about it's a butt. It's not on the clit, G. You fuck up. You know, you can do that too. But this is a different spot. It's another sacred spot. She's gonna boom, boom. Now that spot will become so that dang on the rounds before you even put it in. You can hit yours. You slide yours in. Boom, you're already in the game now. Now you already did like 15 minutes worth of just whooping. Now you're in the game. Now you can do whatever the hell you want to do. You ain't even got to go all the way in if you got the hinges. You know what I'm saying? You go in, there's a couple of them. You hit the spot at the beginning. She ain't gonna know what to do. You know what I'm saying? After she get one there at the beginning, boom, now you're touching the whoop. You know what I'm saying? And then that's how she's going now. People not actually having sex. Sex is a sacred thing. So you can't just do this with everybody and shit. You know? So you got to build up the stamina and you got to exercise your own divine eye. You know what I mean? You got to do the Kegels, and you got to get your joint vascular. I got exercises for these things as well. They also talk about this in the Vedic. But this downloads now, like most times, like, yo, we're going to make all things new anyways. You know what I mean? So, yeah, you boom, 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 slapping it up on the joint, you're holding the clit up without hitting the clit. You just holding it. You know what I mean? Everybody over here looking at me like, damn, what the hell is he doing? You're like, hey, you're holding the clit out and you slapping your joint up on the motherfucker. Like a guitar, the bottom, bitch. All right, so you hit the motherfucker up, blah, 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 blah. She's going crazy. She don't know what the fuck going on now. Then, boom, you slide it in a little bit. Right there. Once it's in, boom, not too much, a little inches, get it one right there. You got to pay attention to it before you get any of your fun stroke in, and before you push it all the way back and give it that pressure. And that's what they love. They love that pressure and shit. You know what I'm saying? Before you give it all that pressure, you're going to have to hit the tip. You got to hit the front spot first. You know what I'm saying? So you're hitting that off real good. You have it nice and sensitive. Then you go in just a little bit more. When you're going in just a little bit more, that's when you go ahead and start adding in the whole little click thing back in the game again. So that's when it gets a little bit more, and she's going crazy, G. You know what I'm saying? At this point, she's going crazy. Now you got everything working, the inside and the outside. And you can just go ahead and give it the secret touch. And you got the inches. This is where the Chinese just discovered, not too long ago. It's called the A spot. Niggas been hitting the A spot for a grip. It's the A spot. It's the inner vaginal, you know what I'm saying, orgasmic experience. A woman really loves that shit. This is why she wants dick. she'll certain women, they'll suck your dick anyways, but they want you to put the dick inside them because they want that inner orgasmic experience from the vaginal orgasm, which is the A spot, which is back, and then off to the front. You know what I'm saying? You can turn it over, you find it out in your own, with your own self when you're dealing with certain women. They have certain pouches in the back, certain sponges of muscle too, and meat and shit like that, skin or whatnot. That's a look that fills up with blood, also is sensitive. So when you're hitting it in the back, like you pass the G spot, you know what I mean? You're hitting it way in the back, boom, boom, boom. She's fucking going crazy, especially if she's on her back and if she's facing you, and you're looking down, then that spot is to your left the majority of the time, which is on her right. Boom. And if you're hitting it from the back, same difference, you know what I'm saying? But you're going the opposite direction, you know? So it's still on her right, so you're actually forcing it that way. You're figuring out the angles. Certain ones is different, you just gotta figure it out, you know? And this is where the sex positions comes in at, is to give her these multiple orgasms in every stroke. Within every 30 strokes, she's coming. And she's probably done had about like 20 fucking orgasms and shit at this point. She's going crazy, G. You know what I'm saying? You think she's going crazy with the ones that's not there? She's going crazy with the ones that's happening now. You know what I'm saying? She's actually don't know what the fuck. Once you leave the room, she doesn't know what the fuck just happened. I guarantee you. I guarantee you. And she's gonna, and then you ain't even, and then on top of it, you ain't even busting that. Once you make sure she's done, like, give her the last good one, and then you get the hell up. You be good. You ready to go. You do that shit when you bust a nut, it's like, boom, you're so invested, but even though at the time, you'll get up and go, and it's like you don't care. You know what I'm saying? But now you psychologically done fucked her up because it's like, damn, you ain't even bust a nut, you got up, and to her, she's like, damn, is mine not good enough? She's gonna try for you. She's not even gonna go out to go try to find somebody else that can give her all this, that took this time, and if she do, she'll fool. And you'll know. Shit. So if she did try to find somebody else to try to replace that type of attention, you know what I mean? That's attention. You know what I mean? That means you paid attention. Now you can do anything you want to. You can start swirling now, doing the boom, 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 all of this shit now. She's about to be coming every 30 strokes. You have to just know how to control the breath at this point to make sure you don't. You know, and the breath is what gets you through. You don't know how to use the breath while you're doing the damn thing, you done lost. Because your mind is gonna make sure that you lose at this point because you got so much energy flowing through you that you're like, you're gonna lose, but with the image alone, if you stop. So this is how you strengthen yourself. And that's with the Kegels and all the exercises and the divine milking, the stroking and all of that to keep your to keep everything sharp. You know what I mean? To make sure that you don't release anything that you can stop at the drop of a dime, like, huh? And even if she did want to sabotage you, like, you'd be like, bitch, no, you can't. You know what I'm saying? It's like that, and she just feel bad. This should be fucking one of them hoes and shit. But you can actually trick her into making her think it and see if she'll sabotage it. You're like, see, you know what I mean? So it's like, that's when sex becomes a weapon. And a lot of these people use sex as a weapon. And I'm telling you this is pure divine game, G. You can take this and apply this to your life, especially your relationships. You be the motherfucker. You be the man, G. So yeah, these women, they're multiple orgasmic creatures, G. And that should be the goal. Instead of playing video games right away, you play the video games after she done already did the shit. She's thinking of doing things for you now, and let her be like a cat too. You know, and don't be following up on her, because when you busting nuts all on her and shit and looking at her, you know what I'm saying, you done invested all this stuff in her. You're not up. It's not like you up like, 2 years or something worth of, semen retention, and you can afford to bust a nut or two. You really can't afford to bust that, but you know what I'm saying, some people will give up 6 of them on a bitch, and you really be invested at that point. She'll do something that can trigger you and your insecurities and jealousy within your lower self that she won't even know, because she think you're fucking so confident because of the way you just fucked the shit out of her. But if you're releasing though, that's where the problem comes in at, because you done invested into it now. She's earth. She's already at the heart chakra. She really can't see anything below that. I mean, above that too tough. She can see it, but she can't get to it. And that's what she needs you. And if she's in the 3rd chakra, oh man, she's kind of a bust down at that point. So you kind of want to get them when they're in their heart chakra still, so you can be able to meet them there and bring them up from there. It's better that a man has knowledge of self so she can learn from than him going to her. It's not no value in that too tough. She'll teach, but it's different. You know what I'm saying? If you're dealing with sex, it's a whole nother game. Shit. She's definitely gonna find someone that's wiser and stronger, smarter, and that's why you should be mastering yourself anyways. You know what I mean? So yeah. That being said, I'm gonna go ahead and just wrap that on up, man. I wanted to go ahead and get an hour in, but I'm gonna eat this juicy ass fruit, and I got a crowd over there. I can't believe these people over here looking at me. We're gonna eat this right here. I've been waiting for this mother to come around. I could smell it every time I laid down, boy. I was like, damn, this motherfucker's strong. I'm telling you. I gotta be careful, because this is citrus fruit. Citrus fruits get you real nice and ripped up and cut up. And if you eat, pineapple before you have self-equality, your juices are straight. You know what I mean? Girls like your juices anyways, but that's what it is. And then with them, it's the same thing. You can't be eating nobody who's toxic and shit, and be eating swine and all of that and meat and shit. You can't eat a bitch that eating meat and shit. She look thick as hell, but shit, that bitch just got through eating some motherfucking nasty ass steak and shit with some slined out ass gravy or something, man. She look thick as fuck, but she's parasitic and fucked up. And that parasite's gonna get to your ass and fuck you up. I know she look good, but you gotta understand, there's women who's on the higher end too that look just as good, if not better, spiritually and soulfully too. And also physically, shit. And those are the ones you get to, They're worth it. And they'll be worth you at the same time. You'll be worth them. So they're worth it and you're worth it. So train yourself, which we'll be doing, you'll see. You don't have to be releasing all the time and busting nuts on anything, all right? That you're not missing nothing. You would think that you're missing something, but you're not, all right? You're not missing anything. So let's go ahead and heal and get back to the throne. And that's how you get your land and get your unity and shit with your people. Hey, love y'all, man. Thanks for joining in. I'm starting to see the view. I here looking at the water. Dougie down there, they just chilling. So yeah, I love y'all. Shout out to my man Charlie in the game, and Frick. I hope I said that right, man. My man's let it be known up in here. And Taylor McGuire, shout out, man. I wish y'all the best. Talking elements, he says, what makes a girl come below the heart chakra? Sex, man, a lot of it. If she's having a lot of sex, she's at that heart chakra. Below the heart chakra. When she starts to you know what I'm saying, just chase that orgasmic experience. She had an orgasm probably sometime at a younger age by somebody who knew what they was doing, at least to some degree. You know what I'm saying? But that to the degree that we're talking about, that'd be like unfair to a motherfucker and shit. You know what I mean? You gotta damn near do that with your wife. Cause they not, or if you do that to a girl, you can do that to a girl, I guess, who's deserving of it. It could train you and build up your stamina and shit, But sex definitely a do it. That's what makes her get lower and lower. and then that just keeps her lower. And cause sex is her downfall. Basically, she has to have sex. You really don't have to have sex. You really don't know nothing about having sex. All you know is about, damn, I like this girl, or this girl is nice. You don't even think about to do anything to this one. All you know is about probably kissing on her, licking her. That comes with the the construct. You know what I'm saying? You're not thinking about licking the spots we just talked about, but you just want to just lick her in the face or neck or something. You know what I mean? It's just something that goes with that. And the most raunchy is kiss with booty or some shit like that. But we don't know the intricate ins and outs. But as we grow, you know what I'm saying, you see that she has this thing that she puts this off, and she needs sex. She's like in heat type shit. If you ever see a woman without sex, man, she's pretty mean, and that's kind of good. You see a woman like sisters when they mean, they not getting sex, man. That's really good, G. Like I love it when they mean as fuck, G. You can have time to build with them and shit, because they're very defensive. That's what their whole body is, the defense mechanism. They just, when you're banging them and shit, they gotta have these orgasms so you can plant the seed in them. If you just sitting there just planting seeds, you ain't break her down all the way to put that boy up in there. You know what I'm saying? You putting that girl, you're matching her chromosomes with an X chromosome, and so you're just putting that together, and it's like, you want to get that boy in certain positions, certain things, certain sexual things you got to do. You're not really, like a boy is different. A girl, you can do all kind of sexual shit. You're gonna have a girl, and y'all trying to have sex, and y'all just like really passionate about each other. Most likely y'all gonna have a girl at that point, because you're doing certain things. Just make sure you don't be like face to face at certain times with the orgasm hits. You know what I mean? You want to be, because y'all gonna be doing everything. Oral sex is involved a lot when you're having like when a girl is having when you're like having a girl with your wife or whatnot, she can do oral sex a lot, or a little bit more than normal. You know what I'm saying? Or she will be doing that. Versus a boy, it's different. He's tending to her now. He's getting her ready. He has to break her down. She has to have multi-orgasms, man, to be able to plant that boy in there, to make sure that defense is down, so now he can plant that seed, boom. You don't have to fight as hard to get through. Versus beforehand with that girl, so that, passionate, you can do the same thing though, but you can have a really strong girl too though, you know what I mean? You can break down the defense, and then boom, plant that X chromosome. I had a boy and a girl. I delivered my girl. My girl was solid and strong in the motherfucker when she was a baby. She came out like, man, fed her fruits, berries, and melons and shit, man. She got green eyes. Now she grown. It just showed that it worked. We ain't have YouTube a long time ago, and I knew YouTube was going to be, or something was going to be able to be shown so we could talk about it to life prior to, because I knew it was going to be a lot of false prophets and shit like that. Brothers like polite and just a lot of them people, if you're familiar with it, the conscious community so-called, that so-called did certain things, try to tell you that your financial freedom is pretty much where it's at. And it's really about your kundalini and shit, you know what I mean? And about having that, so you can be able to be free. So, yeah, a lot of these things, man, it just applies to life, and you have a better life. You have a better time. Let's say happy life, happy wife, or whatever. Same thing with the man. Happy man's God plan and shit. So you just do the same thing with these months. This is old shit right here, man. Everything cycles back around. My granddad used to tell me that. Everything cycles around. He was living 80 plus years when he was telling me this. You know what I'm saying? He's seen all the baggy clothes and skinny clothes come around a few times. The music be reused a few times, or certain riffs and shit like that. But it didn't happen like that much until it came to around like the 70s and shit, I mean early 80s, because we ain't had nothing to produce our music with, so we just producing a loop. Alright, so don't get stuck in the loop though. We want to be able to be real creative with our music and our notes and our tones and our melodies. That's why you want to explore the woman like she's a whole fucking piano, man. The one that you like, that you're cool with doing nature shit with, you know what I'm saying? That that she ain't out there, unless you're drawn up with that, you're gonna be cool with those STDs, which is those spiritually transmitted diseases. You know what I'm saying? Cool. Hey, if you feel you learning and you want to build up your defense mechanism, that's what's up. But yeah, other than that, I love y'all. Thanks for joining, man. I'm finna get ready to jump up off here and eat my little piece of fruit. Oh yeah, we got thuggy girls. They out here just tripping. You wanna say what's up? Come here. You wanna say what's up? Come here, Nick. Come here. Say, hey, what's happening? What's up, everybody? We out in TV land, you know what I'm saying, YouTubers. Alright, I love y'all. I'll do with you in the next one. Peace. Get your fruits, berries, and your melons, man. I ain't projecting onto you like that, you know what I'm saying? Somebody do that to you in public, they're projecting and gaslighting onto you. You know what I mean? So be careful. Like, hold on, nigga. Point that over there and shit. You know what I'm saying? We're over here like, yeah, but I'm just saying it in a fun way. You better eat your fruits, berries, and your melons, dog. And keep your lymphatic fluid moving. But that's the secret, and that's the key to help keep them. All right, y'all, let me eat this.